Hello, my name is Andrew Mastorakis, and I'm an elementary school classroom teacher. I'm currently teaching in the New York City Department of Education, and I also just completed my first full year as a head classroom teacher. I recently received my master's degree in childhood education. While in my graduate program, I also completed a master's thesis on educational technology. Additionally, I substitute taught full-time for 2 years while I was enrolled in my program. And next came the 2019-2020 school year, which I know was nothing short of surprising and unconventional and somewhat anxiety provoking for most. This was my first year as a classroom teacher, and I was presented with this great challenge where the first 2/3 of the school year were in person with in-person instruction. And then the last 4 months, March, April, May, and June, were done fully remotely from home. While this is quite the obstacle for not only myself, but really for all teachers, I feel that I handled it with grace and focused on making the very best of a difficult situation. In my 3 years in the field, I've gained extensive experience with Pearson's Investigations math curriculum, as well as some experience with the Go Math curriculum. As for literacy, I have exposure to the Teachers College Reading and Writing program. And I feel that I would be an effective candidate for this classroom position for a number of reasons. These reasons include exposure, flexibility, and adaptability. With my 2 years substituting full-time across New York City, I experienced a multitude of varying students, staff, and administrators. I encountered many different students, and all of these students had varying needs and learning preferences. I collaborated with many different educators with differences in instructional strategy, classroom management, and academic, behavioral, and social development overall. And I have met a number of administrators over the past 3 years. I have learned that each of these administrators have their own vision of their school, each have their own expectations from their staff, and each show varying levels of support and structure. Lastly, teachers and administrators alike were given extremely short notice on our needed transition from in-person learning to fully remote learning. While I did not have a preference for teaching my students from home remotely, I found that I thrived despite the tremendous obstacle. My experiences with this transition indicated to myself that I am up for the challenge if it were to ever present itself again in my time as a classroom teacher, which I really sure hope it doesn't. And with that, I would like to thank you for your time and this opportunity. And I look forward to speaking with you in person. Stay safe and be well.